Several days ago now, I did a video with this thumbnail here, which I'll show you. It's urgent, and you can see the boat race of the individual concerned there. Now, what I was talking about was a video that I saw on the Richard Vogue's channel, which explained everything about the scheme involving that particular individual. It was very eye-opening, very enlightening, and I was trying to encourage as many people as I could to go and see it. And quite frankly, the views on that video are through the roof. And because of the comments, and there were literally thousands of them, what I wanted to do was record this one, which is a little bit overdue, and go through some of the comments that you've made. So let's have a look, shall we? And we start with Ian Chip, Y8H, The Long Walk. Yes, exactly. And it's a bit of a historical parallel, isn't it? Terror Business LLC, retire and go on an endless vacation and leave us alone is the message to that individual. Yeah, absolutely. And I think more people need to see the video that I mentioned. And really get to see an appreciation of what's really going on. Deanan, the Keyman, 1, smaller populations are easier to control, manipulate, and convince that you and your super wealthy friends are all actually God and not human. This is pure evil. Exactly. There is that agenda there, isn't there? Jerry Smith, so that's a happy face. Isn't it just? Old Dorado, check out the 70s TV series America, capital K. You know, I never saw that. I will check that out. Thank you very much. Anthony Price, well done. You've woken up. Now spread the word. The Great Reset was released in 2018. Where have you been? Worst part is our king is part of it. You know what? Back in 2018, I was very much asleep. And when you got to the end of 2019, coming into 2020, I saw what was going on and didn't see it for what, it really was. And, I was one of the sheeples wondering what the hell was going on. It's strange. But once you start disappearing down that rabbit hole, my God. Viking for Jesus. I love it. Okay, I really didn't want to go through this right before bed. But even though I'm barely 26 now, I've seen things since childhood. Didn't always believe the right things. Certainly fell for some lies, but now it's making sense. I also made some videos on it, but let me just say this. AI, WEF, UN, NATO, the banks, digital currency, churches going woke, all pawns being put in place to form one global network. Why is everyone's money going digital? The Bible explained it, total control, that none may buy or sell anything if they don't worship the beast. Why are so many people distracted? The Bible explains it, looking at our own teachers and forsaking sound wisdom. Why does the Pope support and a combination of the world religions? Read the Bible. Why is Israel at war? Why read the Bible? You can see the theme of your comment there. Absolutely, a lot of this is pre-written, preordained, maybe. Michelle, welcome to the party, pal. What film is that out of? But I appreciate the sentiment. Asian the Guardian, I'm not a pessimist, I'm a realist. Are people waking up and questioning things? Yes. Are they opening up fast enough to see we're all neck deep in a shit swamp and end up drowning in it? No. This has happened before. By the way, by the time people were ready to topple the governments, World War I and World War II started. We're at that point again now. The third will happen before 2030. There'll be a winner. It will be China, and the NWO principles will follow. That's an interesting thing you just said there, isn't it? Very interesting. Kearney, it's been going on since at least 1945. You're not the only one as well that I've seen make that comment. Definitely not. The biggest threat to democracy are dumb people. That's Bernard. Russell, When in a TV interview, Starmer, he says he prefers West to Westminster government, and you should have seen the big picture looming. Yeah, he was asked, wasn't he, Westminster or Davos? And he said Davos. Alistair Slade, unfortunately, sheep will be sheep. Tried telling friends and co-workers that COVID was nothing more than a grand command and control exercise. Got poo-pooed. Generally, sheeple are too apathetic to stand up as one. Absolutely. We're all over the place, aren't we? We're here, there, and everywhere, all saying things together. And you do wonder. Rod, thank you, Andy, for putting me onto this. I've watched the video and suddenly everything makes sense. Scary too. I would advise everyone to watch it and forwarding it to my family and friends. We need to unite. That is the key here. That is the key, definitely. And D. Christina, look up Rod Schneider's roast on Democrats. Okay, I'll do that. Thank you. Scotty, enter the fake. Yeah, you see all those drone things flying around everywhere. I saw a paper. I suppose you could call it a white paper on this a couple of years ago now, I suppose, where it said individual things would happen at certain points. And you can see those individual things happening at certain points. It's really quite worrisome, isn't it? Really quite worrisome. Let's have some more comments. Most people have their heads in the sand, John Martin says. Absolutely. Harp of Dagna, watch communism by the back door. Yeah. They called it stakeholder capitalism, and it's just another word for something else. Maggie Hunter, dude, you're like the last guy to figure this out. No, I'm not the last guy to figure it out. I'm one of the guys that saw something that explained it so clearly for everybody else to figure it out. It's been planned. They know it. We know it. If climate issues were real, the globalists would stop flying. Sooner or later, they'll get kicked in the nuts. Yes. Jacques, Klaus, Klaus won't be having a Merry Christmas. Absolutely. Susan, so glad you're on board. I've just watched History Debunked, RE new laws going through to take away guardianship of children from their parents regarding education. The state will be in charge of the children, not the parents. There was a situation in a local school which I knew of where the parent wanted to pull the child out of school for a reason I won't go into. It didn't happen that way in the end. That's all I can say. Ray Cattell, David Icke was warning about this 30 years ago. Everybody called him out. Yeah, what's the thing, is it? What's the difference between the truth and a theory? Time. That's all it is. Joannie, there is a war against red meat and eggs, war against health and natural immunity, war against normal, war against freedom, pretty much everything. It's so clear, definitely. Sylvia, this has been going on longer than 50 years. This is like from the fall of Adam when he disobeyed God in the garden. Yeah, absolutely. Some of you can see it for a long time. Back fat all day. Congratulations. You're wide awake now and trying to wake up other people. I love you for that. I have had good hope that in the coming year, things will start to turn around. Let's create that together with our thoughts. Let's make it a very good year. Greetings from the Netherlands. The NWO is a bunch of horribly evil, insane people. They need to go away. Simon Dorrington, 75 years, all pre-planned, even Trump, Zelensky, etc. It's all bullshit. That's how the Simpsons show you what's coming. It's all to do with evil versus good. The Bible is a set of instructions to the end times, but Lee just sees it as bullshit because they understand metaphors and take it literally. You know, all of you are seeing it. All of you are along the same lines. If you're not, please go and watch that documentary. Check out my other video. I'll leave it at the end of this so you can go and have a look and educate yourselves. It really is quite the rabbit hole. And I'll see you down the bottom of it. Thank you, everybody, for your support and watching this. We'll be live at 8:30 this evening watch these videos. I'll talk to you soon. Toodaloo.